Knights exit spring break, registering their classes for the next school year.
And the Math Club celebrates its annual Pi Day fundraiser. Hello and welcome to KEHS. I'm Tyler Bloomgren.
And I'm Andrew Choi. Thanks for joining us on this new edition of KnightVision News. It is that time of year when underclassmen create their schedules for the 2023-2024 school year. Reporter Brooklyn Hermans joins us to reveal a little bit about course requests and what that looked like for the students of EHS these past couple of weeks. Brooklyn?
These past couple weeks, the students here at Episcopal have been filling out their course request forms, which will determine what classes they take next year and what their schedules are. We got together with Performing Arts Chair Mr. Ashby and asked him a little bit about what students should consider when they're filling out their course request form, especially in terms of the arts pillar.
When it comes to the arts, I think, first of all, anything that they're interested in, that is their passion, and also follow the advice of their counselors and their advisors. Particularly if students are wanting to go into the arts or to a liberal arts college, I believe one aspect is follow through and continuity in a particular area, particularly if they're going into that to study that area at a higher level.
The electives that students choose to take are just as important as their academic classes, because those are some of the things that colleges are looking at to see where the students lie. I'm Brooklyn. Thanks so much for watching. Now it's back to the studio.
Thanks, Brooklyn. I'm sure the students are excited to see their schedules for next year. Dr. P's math students have been preparing for this special day, Pi Day, for quite a while. Let's get some insight from the good doctor and how Pi Day has evolved.
Students have been getting ready to prepare for International Pi Day. Now let's hear from Bella on what they did to celebrate.
Hi, so we're doing something today for Math Club for pre-Pi Day because Pi Day is during spring break. Pi Day is on March 14th and it's the National Day of Math. International Day of Math. International Day of Math. And we're doing this to raise money so that we can do competitions for Math Club and do the math.
Thank you, Bella, for that wonderful feedback. Looks like the Math Club really knows what they're talking about. Back to you, Andrew.
Thank you, Caroline, for that report.
The 2023 dance season will culminate at the end of this month with the annual student choreographed performances. Let's join my co-anchor Tyler Bloomgren and Underwood Theater for a report on the program's preparations for the upcoming event.
The 2023 dance season gives us a spring production. Today we interviewed the dancers for this concert and asked them what they did to prepare for it.
Hi, I'm Ella Bennett, and the dance concert is this Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. So come watch. There's like 12 dances and we worked really hard on it. I'm in 6 dances and I'm also choreographing 1 dance. Basically I just made a dance and it's called, actually I won't spoil anything.
I'm Scarlett DeBose, and this weekend we're having the spring dance concert that was choreographed by students. And I'm in 6 of the dances, and we've been working on them since right after interim term. And this week we're doing tech rehearsals every single day till 6:45 to fix the lighting. And then next week we have dress rehearsals. And we have a teaser on Thursday, and the show's on 7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. 6 different dances. I'm in Olive's dance, who's the president of the dance program, Berkeley's dance, Acel's dance, Kendall's dance, who is a senior this year, and then I'm in Sophie Marshall's dance and Reagan's dance.
Yeah. Okay, my name is Alexa Choi. The first dance that I'm in is by Alex Encino, who is a junior, and it's Vogue by Madonna, and it's like a jazz dance. And then the second dance I'm in is by Lily Shore and Grace Bow, who are juniors and a sophomore. And it's like a weird contemporary.
Come out to the theater to support the dance team at 7 p.m. on Saturday. I'm Tyler Bloomgren, back to you in the studio.
The broadcast journalism class recently had the opportunity to take an inside look at local radio station and observe a popular program in the Houston area, the Rula and Ryan Show. The students were able to ask questions, tour the facility, and see all the tricks and techniques that go into the show. Here's reporter Kylie Kane to give us more about their trip.
Here at KRBE, the Episcopal Broadcast Journalism class gets to see the behind the scenes of the Rula and Ryan show and all the hard work that they put into it.
I learned about how the radio really works and how they answer calls while they're live. And I also learned about how they don't read off of scripts and just kind of go off of what their minds are thinking and how they manage that. My favorite part of the experience was definitely getting the tour of their site and getting to see all the famous people's autographs and guitars and records all over the studio.
I think I learned a lot about like what journalism is like in the real world and like how much work goes on behind the scenes of like what they have to do to put together the radio show, because obviously I've listened to it in the car and like I know what it's like when you listen to it when they're on air. But I learned that there's like a lot of hours that goes into like preparing and planning for that when they're not recording. My favorite part was probably like getting to see some of us like go on air, which was really funny because I didn't think we were actually going to be like talking on the radio, but like they actually gave us the chance to like say a few words into the mic, which was fun. I thought it was interesting because obviously I've only seen the print side of journalism as someone in newspaper. So I thought it was a really interesting experience to kind of see like what other journalism you can do, like I said, like in the real world. So yeah.
What I learned that you need to be an intern and you need to like know who to talk to start into. Being in radio and TV, you need to know people, you need to work for it and advocate for yourself and actually work hard and want it. For me, my favorite part was being on air and being able to talk to the radio host and to people, whoever are listening out in their cars and where they're working. It was a lot of fun. It felt really good. I was really nervous doing it. It was pretty nerve-wracking because I'm talking to thousands of people and you don't know what they're thinking or how they're going to react. And it was my first time doing it. I had a lot of fun, but pretty nervous.
The Episcopal broadcast journalism class has learned many things from this experience, and they thank Rule and Ryan for everything they've learned.
Thank you, Callie. It truly is amazing all of the hard work that goes into the production of a morning radio talk show. The Underwood Library is not only a quiet place of study for students, but it is also filled with activities beyond books to help EHS students reach their full potential. For more on the story is reporter Pierce Baranow.
The library has a lot to offer with games and a quiet place to study. I, Pierce Baranow, took a closer look in.
I love the community that has been built here, how people come here to study and research, but they also come here to relax and to make friends.
My favorite thing about the library is coming here to play games like chess with my friends.
Initiatives that I have is that I'm really interested in building on our heritage months so that the library is more than just a place where you come and play Uno, right? You also come to learn more about the different heritage months we have, such as we have Native American Month, we have Black History Month, we have Women's History Month, and those months are really important. So we come here to celebrate them and to learn more about them. So that's one of the things that I'm really passionate about doing. I help with tutoring, and I've started a study support tutoring program, and that's been really cool to see students helping other students. We also, Ms. Suchi and I are helping with research a lot and essay writing and citing sources. There's so much we do to help students, but a lot of it is to support their education.
Reporting for KEHS News, I'm Pierce Baranow. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Pierce, for that informative report.
Looking to serve up a championship-winning season, varsity tennis has begun their run to the SVC title. KEHS reporter and tennis player himself, Chase Hutchins, has more on the team's goals for 2023.
As the Episcopal High School varsity tennis team swings into the new season, we're going to be joining the players to see how they're doing to improve their record to make SPC this year.
So far, the team has grown a lot more, and I can see everyone's getting closer to each other. They're starting to work together a lot better. They're training a lot harder because they know that they are more comfortable with each other, and so it's really fun to see that. Yeah, being on the team this is my third year now, and seeing all the players come and go, I really enjoy seeing all the new players and helping them find their way on the team and learn it the best way that they can. If we can train as hard as we can for the next couple weeks and really put our minds to it and focus and help each other out, I definitely think we have a shot.
Being on the tennis team this year is so fun and kind of sad because it's my last year, but I'm excited for the rest of the season. Now I feel like we're pretty hyped. We've gotten a couple wins after our College Station tournament, but yeah, we're having fun. I think the girls might have a shot. I think we both have a shot for making SBC this year, which I'm excited about. So.
Now we'll take a look at what head coach Keith Chrisman thinks about this season of tennis so far.
It feels great to actually be the coach of the tennis team at Episcopal High School. I think the most important thing is the camaraderie between both boys and the girls team, and I think our development is enhanced by everybody being together. I think the season has gone very progressive so far. I think everybody coming out of College Station, which was a big state tournament, improved a lot. I think we all got a lot of experience there, and I think that was a good start for us coming into that tournament before spring break, now heading into a lot of our big SPC matches coming forward. You know, I always have belief that we have a shot of winning SPC. I think the most important priority that we've all had, I think, as a team this year is basically getting into the SPC tournament and having a good shot at a lot of the other teams there. So I think everybody's excited about the final matches of the season and that opportunity for the team moving forward. So I wish the best for everybody.
Thanks, Coach Keith. I'm reporting from KEHS News. I'm Chase Hutchins. Standout Knights.
The scoring in tennis has always been weird to me.
That's because you haven't taken the time to understand and love the sport like I do. EHS students traveled all around for spring break recently, and KEHS wanted to find out about their adventures. Here's reporter Grace Cant.
Everybody's back to school from spring break. Let's do a debrief of where everyone went.
I went to Colorado.
I went to Florida for spring break.
I went to Cabo.
I went to Arizona for spring break.
I went to Florida for spring break.
I went to the Bahamas for spring break.
I went to DC for spring break. I went to Aspen for spring break.
I went to Aspen. I stayed home for spring break.
I went to Telluride for spring break.
I stayed home for spring break.
I stayed home for spring break. I went to Punta Mexico for spring break with Ty and Matthew.
I went to Breckenridge for spring break.
I went to St. Bart's for spring break.
I went to Colorado for spring break.
I went to Lake Travis for spring break.
I went to Cabo for spring break.
I went to Belize for spring break.
I went to Breckenridge during spring break.
And that's what everybody did for spring break. Thanks for watching.
Sounds like they had fun. Thanks, Grace. Well, that's all we have this week on KnightVision News. I'm Tyler Bloomgren.
And I'm Andrew Choi. From all of us at KHS News, thank you for joining us.
And go Knights!